Hi, how's it going? So, no, I'm pretty sure I've probably covered this topic before, but I want to bring it up again, seeing more and more bullshit about President Obama on Facebook and how he's fucking things up in so many different ways possible. Now, the one thing that I hear all the time, and it's not even stuff that the general public's talking about, it's stuff that high proclaimed either politicians or celebrities are talking about, and that's the whole fact about the things that Obama's fucking up on. You go from Obamacare to the simple ways that he's running the country. And these people always have to throw in somewhere in their speech that it has nothing to do with the race card at all. It's the fact of how he's running the country. And I kind of find that really ridiculous for the simple fact that every single president that we've had, somebody always finds something to bitch about. And there's always something that somebody's going to bitch about everybody. I mean, it's common sense. Somebody is not doing something right in somebody's eyes at all given time. And we're bitching about Bush. Nobody says it's not a racial thing. It's not because he's white. It's because he's a dumbass president. Nobody's bitching about Clinton. Nobody's bitching about Reagan or Nixon because they're white. Even when African Americans were commenting about our Caucasian presidents, nobody said it doesn't have anything to do with race. It's the fact that he's a jackass president. But now, as Americans, we feel we have to throw in that subject in there. It has nothing to do with the fact of throwing in a race card. It has nothing to do with the fact that he's black. It's the fact that he's a jackass president. And I find that bullshit. This country has become so in fear of racial discrimination, in fear of repercussion from the blacks, the African Americans, that if we say anything bad about anybody of the black culture, that it's automatically going to be taken as a racial slur. I mean, granted, this country has gone through hell in a handbasket when it comes to the black culture, but we've overcome that. That was over a long ass time ago. Sure, it's been 60, 70 years, but in reality, 60, 70 years is a long time. You look at when President John F. Kennedy was murdered, I'm sorry. That was 50 years ago. That was a long time ago. You look at when Ronald Reagan was president. That was 30 years ago. That was a long time ago. So when you look at when the blacks were finally recognized as equals, being 50, 60 years ago, yes, that was a long time ago. But anyways, off the time frame matter, I mean, blacks, whites, Mexicans, we've all pretty much become equally united into this country. Yeah, racism still exists. That's never going to go away. But when it comes down to a simple term of somebody bitching about somebody, you don't have to explain yourself that it's not racial discrimination. It's the fact of the way they're doing their job. I don't understand it. If I have something to say about somebody of a different culture other than my own, I'm not going to sit here and explain to myself that it's not a racial slur or that it's not because they are of a different culture than me. I'm going to explain to you that I believe this person is not doing their job because, because. I don't know. Share your thoughts on this with me. Should people have to explain to the public that when discussing, arguing, commenting about a person not doing their job, how, at least, not even that you wanted to, how you want them to, but how they say they're going to do it, should you have to explain to yourself that you're not being a bigot or a racist or throwing in the race card? Let's fill in the email box on this. let's get this going, and let's show Americans that we can make comments about other cultures without it being a racial image. Alright, so with that said, peace out, and we will see you on the flip side.